What's up, YouTube? Scott Lett here, owner of Iron City Power Washing. Man, it's been a beautiful day here in Alabama. It's been like 72 degrees, something like that. It's been an eventful day. Got some new glasses, as you can tell, and I ordered some prescription Costas. So, just need some new sunglasses, so I went ahead and got some prescription ones. I don't know how Costas react to SH, but we're gonna find out. See, what do we want to talk about today? I have a couple different things. The main thing I want to talk about is equipment, right? So I've had pretty much the topics I choose to talk about is because someone has messaged me on Facebook, someone has asked a question on the channel. I usually ask the questions that are, or answer the questions that are asked, whatever is demanded, because this channel is to help you guys as much as I can. I will say this over and over again. I don't know everything. I just know enough to, I guess, be dangerous in your area, okay? I've been doing this almost 5 years. We're getting to the point where I would say it's time to scale. We're ranking really well in our area. We're staying very busy, very consistent, and I think it's getting to the point where it's going to be year-round. And a big part of that is having the right equipment. So I've had some guys ask me, what equipment do you need when you first start? What would you upgrade to from a 4 gallon per minute? What pump do you like? What engine do you like? What surface cleaner do you like? So I just want you guys to keep in mind that there's a lot of good equipment out there, okay? Just because I tell you guys what I use, that doesn't mean that I don't think there's other things out there that are just as good or better. So we'll just start off with you new guys, who are just getting started. Keep in mind, I started with a 2.5 gallon per minute machine. I went to a 3.3, then went to 2 4s, 1 cold water, 1 hot water, and then now I have an 8 and 2 4s on my truck. My business partner has 2 10s, a 5.5, and 2 4s. So we have plenty of machines. It's taken us really 5 years to get to the point to where we have all these machines. And I like having different size pumps, different machines. And I like to rotate through my machines just to keep hours off of them. So if it's a small size job, I'm probably going to crank up one of my 4 gallon per minute machines and get to work. I use my 8 gallon per minute machines on commercial work and the larger residential driveways. So as far as engines goes, guys, there's guys who like the Kohler engines, the Predator builds. There's guys who like Honda. All I've ever used is Honda. So for me to give an opinion on anything else other than Honda wouldn't be fair to you guys, but Honda's always treated me right. The Honda GX390s are on my 4 gallon per minute machines, and the Honda GX690 is on my 8 gallon per minute. And they always crank. They're always fantastic. 2 electric start. I highly recommend that. So I love Honda. Honda just seems to just always be a consistent engine. So as far as pumps go, I will be a little bit opinionated when it comes to pumps. The 4 gallon per minute machines, I have Cat pumps. They're blue. They're easy to kind of see. Like if you were to look online, just look for the blue pump, and it's probably going to be a Cat pump. So both of my 4 gallon per minute machines have Cat pumps, and they're great. One is a direct drive, which is my hot water one, and then one is belt driven, which is my cold water. And I have both. It's good to have a belt driven machine to pull water from a tank. That's a huge advantage. Some pumps I would avoid. The AAA pumps that come on your box store pressure washers, like the DeWalt machines, and Simpson, they have the AAA pumps. The reason I say that is because I've had bad experiences with them. I bought a Simpson, the 3.3 gallon per minute machine. I went through 2 AAA pumps, and guys, I baby my machines, so I take care of them. So AAA pumps, I would avoid them. If you are getting started, I understand most guys don't have a whole lot of money to work with. And so, sorry, my wife's trying to text me as I'm trying to make a very important video. But anyways, avoid the AAA pumps. Like I said, so if you're tight on money or you're tight on your budget, and all you can afford is, you know, the box store machines, you know, they do have Honda engines, but just realize you are probably gonna get a AAA pump, and just kind of have it in your mind that, you know, that pump is only going to give you probably 4 to 6 months. So just try to baby that pump, change the oil often, and that may add to the longevity of its life. So now my 8 gallon per minute machine is a Honda GX690, and it's also a beast. I mean, it is an incredible machine. I change the oil in it all the time. I'm probably too much, once a month, because I use that machine just about every day because we're doing multiple jobs a day. The general pump is incredible. I haven't had any issues out of it, but it's a good machine. I'll be right back. My wife's calling me. My wife likes to race, and she pretty much told me she's already on this road leaving her house. I don't care. I'm making a video for you guys. But so yeah, guys, so that's my opinion. I love cat pumps for the smaller machines. I love the general pump for the bigger machines, and Honda engines. Okay, so you can't go wrong. I recommend belt driven machines. I bought the hot water direct drive. I didn't know what the heck I was doing. I just knew I needed a hot water machine. My business partner and I landed this huge school system to get up gum. I just knew we needed hot water, so that's why I bought that machine. I'm probably going to buy a is it a Hydromax 10 gallon hot water unit pretty soon. Have that, and then my other 8 gallon per minute on the truck as well, and then I'll put my 4 gallon per minute and my other 4 gallon per minute hot water. I'll probably just store that, and then when we have some crews one day, we start hiring some guys, that'll end up being their machines. So I have a hot water 10 and then a cold water 8, and that should be plenty for what we do, and that would make our jobs go a lot faster. So let's go to hot water. Do you need hot water in the residential world? Not necessarily. You can, you know, in the residential world, you're going to be cleaning a lot of driveways, and if you're getting up oil stains, you can get some Gold Assassin or some F9 Double Eagle, and that usually will take care of that, really depending on how long that oil stain's been there. But if you're doing a lot of commercial work and you're cleaning gas stations, dumpster pads, you know, heavily greased areas, hot water would definitely be a good thing to have. So I actually use my hot water unit a good bit. I'm always upselling oil and grease stains. So we kind of covered some machines. If you guys start off with a 4 gallon per minute and it's time to upgrade, I would just go ahead and go to the 8. Your time on your jobs will literally be cut in half. So surface cleaners, take the gallons per minute of your machine, multiply it by 4, and that is the ideal size surface cleaner that you need. So for instance, if you're running a 4 gallon per minute machine times 4, so ideally you will need a 16-inch surface cleaner. I run a 20-inch and it works fine, but ideally, you know, 16 inches would be fine. So 8 times 4 for my 8 gallon, I could get away with a 32-inch. I run a 28-inch, a little bit too small, a little bit smaller than what I could probably push, but my big guy surface cleaner flies. But I am about to buy the Mini Mondo. It's got the 2 bars on the bottom, 2 spray bars, and it's about a $1,700 surface cleaner, but my job's gonna go faster, especially when I get the 10 gallon minute hot water Hydromax. So, but just realize, guys, getting these machines takes time. I would recommend, you know, buy your new equipment as your jobs demand it. You know, as you get the bigger jobs, as you get the commercial work, that's when you need to buy the bigger machines. Do not hop into this industry with a $20,000 rig. Okay, make sure there's a demand for what you want to do in your area, and figure out what is in demand in your area. The worst thing you can go do is buy a 12-volt system or a gas roof pump, you know, a hot water machine, this huge fancy rig, and then you come to realize that roof washing isn't even really a high demand in your area, or there's not a whole lot of flat work in your area. You know, there's guys out there who just do soft washes. There's guys out there who do mostly flat work. There's guys who do both, right? So try to figure out what's in high demand in your area before you go and spend all this money on equipment. It's kind of what we have done. So yeah, that's kind of my encouragement to you guys. Whisper Wash is by far, in my opinion, the best surface cleaning brand out there. They make some really good surface cleaners. BE makes some good ones. Those are the ones I would probably use. But yeah, guys, just do what's best for that, you know, for your budget. I know a lot of guys don't have a lot of money to get started. Like I said, I started with a 2.5 gallon per minute machine, Briggs & Stratton, like Walmart special. I made some money, upgraded to a Simpson, made some good money, upgraded to a hot water 4 gallon per minute with a cat pump. Bought me another machine that was belt driven because I knew I needed a belt driven machine. Now I have a Pressure Pro 8 gallon per minute, and we're knocking down 2 or 3 residential jobs a day and commercial. My business partner, like I said, has 2 10 gallon per minute machines. So now as far as like roof washes and stuff, a lot of guys run 12 volt systems. I have a 12 volt system on my truck. I use an Everflow 5.5. I had a 7. I went down to a 5.5. I just realized, guys, I mean, if you don't flush those things out, like at the end of the day for, you know, like 20 minutes, really get all that bleach out of there, all that SH out of there, it's going to ruin them. But I bought a gas roof pump, a Comet 9.6 gallon per minute gas roof pump, and it's not working right now, but that thing's a beast. I can clean most roofs from the ground. So, as far as chemicals goes, guys, I use F9 Bart for rust, Gold Assassin for oil grease stains, along with hot water. I don't mess with oxidation. It's a waste of time, in my opinion. You can make money doing other things. It's too much of a hassle. I don't clean gutter. Like I don't do gutter brightening. Every time I've kind of upsold that, people kind of look at me like I'm crazy. So it's just not a thing here. So yeah, I mean, I keep one Restore on my truck. That's for if I make any kind of mistake, or if I need to clean some dirty windows. Obviously, I keep a ton of SH on my truck. So, all right, guys, it's just kind of the rundown of how I operate. That doesn't mean that's exactly how you should operate. I'm just telling you what's worked for me. So, Honda engines, cat pumps, General pumps, Whisper Wash, surface cleaners. Suttner guns are good. I don't really have the money. Well, we do have the money to buy Titan hose reels, but I don't really care if they're electric or not. I just have General pump, Cox hose reels, and then I forget what my aluminum one is for my soft wash system. But anyways, guys, Scott Lett, Iron City Power Washing. My baby's running into the truck, so I'm about to give her a big hug. Have a good one. Roll Tide.